Raider Nation, the heat in Las Vegas is off the charts right now. It just happened, and it's already a headline. The Cowboys didn't hesitate. They've reached out to the Raiders front office about a blockbuster trade. And who do they want? None other than Max Crosby. What they're offering could actually pull him out of this team, and fans are already losing it. Meanwhile, the team's shaking things up, cutting ties with 2 players while adding a wide receiver and an offensive lineman after that ugly loss to the Chiefs. And it doesn't stop there. With all these moves happening, even San Francisco is knocking on the Raiders' door trying to land a Pro Bowler. Plus, we've got the full story on Jacoby Myers, who just went public again about his offseason trade request. But the biggest one yet, rumors are swirling that a major college coach could replace Pete Carroll. Yeah, you heard that right. Is Carroll not making it through the season? Before we break all that down real quick, hit that subscribe button. It's free, it costs you nothing, and it helps keep this Raider Nation community growing. Smash that like too, because that's how YouTube spreads this talk to more silver and black fans across the nation. And drop a comment out, your voice matters here. This Dallas Cowboys story came out of nowhere. Veteran NFL insider Trey Wingo dropped a bomb saying Jerry Jones's team reached out to the Raiders about a possible Max Crosby trade. For real, our defensive leader's name is being discussed in Dallas, and to be honest, it's left the Raider Nation split. Some fans think it's time to rebuild, but the idea of seeing Crosby in another jersey, that's a gut punch. The Cowboys are sitting at 3-3-1 with the top-ranked offense in the league, but a defense that's falling apart. They shipped Micah Parsons to the Packers for 2 first-round picks and defensive tackle Kenny Clark. Now, they're hunting for someone who can actually stop the run, and who better than Crosby? He's a beast against the run and one of the best pass rushers in the game. Dallas thinks he's the perfect fit. But here's the thing. What's Crosby worth? At least 2 first-rounders. And if the Raiders even pick up that phone, the conversation won't end there. Crosby isn't just a great player, he's the soul of this team. At 28 years old, he's the leader, the tone setter, the face of the franchise. Trading him now isn't just losing talent, it's losing identity. The real question is what Pete Carroll does next. He's the oldest coach in the NFL, and time isn't on his side. A full rebuild means no quick turnaround, and if this trade idea is coming from the front office, that could spell trouble for his future. Honestly, it'd be a major mistake. Raider Nation has always said, if you're rebuilding, have a plan, not a fire sale. Crosby isn't just another expensive name. He's the symbol of fight and pride. So seeing his name pop up in trade rumors has everyone on edge. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What? Would you trade Crosby for 2 first-rounders, or is he untouchable? Because this could reshape the entire future of the Raiders' defense, and fans can feel it deep down when someone messes with a cornerstone like him. After that beating from the Chiefs, the vibe in Vegas turned sour, and it looks like the front office wasted no time making moves. 2 players, McClendon Curtis and JT Woods, got cut, while wide receiver DJ Turner and offensive guard Layden Robinson were brought in. It might sound minor, but if you've been watching closely, these tweaks show the teams trying to rediscover some kind of identity. Carroll used the bye week to shake up the roster, and honestly, it was long overdue. Curtis had just rejoined the team, but never got a chance to prove himself. An undrafted hopeful, but it didn't click. JT Woods, the former Charger, couldn't break through either. Let's be real. The Raiders' offense has been a total disaster, managing less than 100 total yards against the Chiefs. Someone had to take the hit. On the other side, Layden Robinson brings some pedigree. He was a 4th-round pick by the Patriots last year, started 11 games, but got released after an injury. Now he's got another shot here. He's young, strong, and might push for a roster spot, especially since the O-line's been begging for help. And DJ Turner, a familiar face, is back. He's fast, useful on special teams, and brings a spark off the bench. Small steps, but it's a sign Carroll isn't just sitting around. In his presser, he talked about balance, saying he wants both sides of the ball working together, but he was honest. Without Max, the defense just isn't the same. That says a lot. Carroll mentioned getting guys healthy and restoring consistency, but it all sounded like a coach still searching for answers. To be straight with you, fans are running out of patience. After a 31-0 loss, it's hard to buy into the we're on the right path talk. Raider Nation wants real change, not just practice squad swaps. This team needs life, and the coach has to deliver more than hope. Otherwise, this season's going downhill fast. What do you think? Do these moves show real progress or just window dressing? Because after that Chiefs game, even a pulse would be something. And hold on, the next topic's got another big defensive name, and this time it's about him possibly leaving Vegas. When Jamal Adams came to Las Vegas, barely anyone noticed. It looked like another veteran trying to survive. But look now. The guy's balling again, and a contender's calling. The San Francisco 49ers are reportedly looking into a trade for him, and honestly, that changes everything. Adams is 30, been through it all, and at one point was one of the most feared safeties in the league. Back in 2018, he was a beast with the Jets. Pro Bowls, dominance, swagger. Then came Seattle and things started to fall apart. Injuries piled up, production dropped, and people wrote him off. But this season, he's found new life in Vegas. The stats don't tell the full story. 18 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 quarterback hit. But the film does. He's back to playing with fire. His Pro Football Focus grade, 78.4, 19th among all linebackers. That's serious. He's reading plays, blitzing smart, and bringing energy again. Meanwhile, the Niners lost Fred Warner to injury and desperately need a linebacker with leadership and grit. Reports say a deal for a 2027 fifth-round pick is on the table. A fair deal for both sides. Adams is on a 1-year, $1.25 million deal, and the Raiders are clearly looking ahead. But here's the question. Is it worth letting him go just as he's finding his groove? This one's tricky. Half of Raider Nation wants to stockpile picks and build for the future. The other half wants to keep fighters like Adams who still show pride. And you can tell, Carroll knows his value. They work together in Seattle. Letting him go now could send the wrong message and that the front office and the coach aren't on the same page. And when that happens, the locker room feels it. So what would you do? Keep Adams and try to rebuild with him, or take the pick and move on? Because at this point, the next name to leave could be one nobody saw coming. And yeah, that rumor's already making noise inside the locker room. Jakobi Meyers isn't hiding it. He wants out, and he just said it again, loud and clear, days before the trade deadline. The veteran wideout made that request way back in the offseason, and nothing's changed. If I'm here, he told reporters. But yeah, I still want to be traded. Cold, calm, professional, and clearly done with this situation. And honestly, you can't blame him. The team's 2-5, the offense is flat, and he hasn't scored once this year. 29 catches, 329 yards. Pure frustration. Meyers has never been flashy, but he's always dependable. Still, it's obvious the locker room vibe has worn him down. When a player of his caliber repeats that kind of statement, it's not emotion, it's exhaustion. The front office might see an opportunity, though. He's a solid veteran with value to playoff-bound teams. They could snag a mid-round pick, maybe a 4th if someone's desperate. But the real impact isn't about draft capital. It's about morale. This isn't just another player asking out. It's another crack in the foundation. Carroll preaches culture and commitment, but right now the group feels disconnected. Meyers is doing his job staying professional, and that earns respect. But when one of your vets stops believing, it spreads. Fans feel it too. The Raider Nation can sense the drift. And if this deal doesn't happen by the deadline, Meyers will suit up with his mind elsewhere. The question is how long that can last. So, what's your take? Should they move him now and rip off the Band-Aid, or hold him and hope things stabilize? Either way, the next headline might be even bigger, and because the next rumor involves none other than Bill Belichick, and it could mean the end of the Pete Carroll era in Las Vegas. When Bill Belichick's name first got linked to the Raiders, people thought it was a joke, but the rumor's heating up fast. The legendary coach, now running the North Carolina Tar Heels, is reportedly eyeing a return to the NFL, and his next stop could be Las Vegas. And honestly, with how things look right now, it's not far-fetched. His college stint has been rough. The Tar Heels stumbled out of the gate, and the transition from the pros to campus life just hasn't worked. Everyone knows Belichick belongs in the NFL, and his connection with Tom Brady could open that door. Brady, now a minority owner of the Raiders, still holds weight behind the scenes. And the buzz is he sees Belichick as the man to fix this mess if Carroll can't turn things around. The issue? Carroll was hired to bring structure, experience, and a winning mindset, but so far, none of that's visible. The team's 2-5, the offense is chaos, and Geno Smith, the guy they traded for, is already benched after leading the league in interceptions. Total collapse. Even rookie Ashton Jeanty, their first-round pick, has spoken out about the toxic atmosphere and lack of direction. When your rookie's calling out culture, it's bad. Belichick, with his history and his bond with Brady, represents the total opposite. Order, discipline, hierarchy. And like it or not, that's exactly what the Raiders are missing. It's been 20 years since the team last won a playoff game, and at this point, Carroll's message isn't hitting. To be real, imagining old Bill in silver and black is wild. But it also kind of makes sense. He's obsessed with winning culture, and that's what this franchise needs. With Brady in the mix, the connection writes itself. If this rumor becomes real, it'd be the biggest shakeup in Vegas since the team moved there. Because this wouldn't just be a coaching change, it'd be a total identity shift. The only question left, does ownership have the guts to pull the trigger? Drop it in the comments. Would you let Carroll ride it out, or would you hand the keys to Belichick? Because this move could rewrite the entire future of the Raiders and the Raider Nation. After all that, it's clear the Raiders are standing at a crossroads. Rumors, cuts, trades, frustration, it's all boiling over in Vegas. But through all the chaos, this team still has a heartbeat, and that's what keeps the hope alive. Big changes might be coming, maybe even painful ones, but the silver and black always endure. Drop your take below. This space belongs to every diehard Raider out there. And remember, when the world doubts us, we keep saying it loud. Just win, baby.